The details for the next season of Pokemon Go have dropped, and this season is going to be called Twilight Trails. It's going to be featuring some new Pokemon as well as some new Mega Evolutions and a whole bunch of other stuff that I really do think is going to be quite exciting. We're going to be talking about all of it in this video. Let's get right into it. Hey, what's happening everyone? Count Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So today we're going to be talking about the next season of Pokemon Go. This is going to be the season that's going to take place in the fall period, basically Q4 of 2026. It's going to have at least one major event, and that is the Wild Area event, but overall, this season is just a lot of generic content, I feel. There's nothing crazy that they announced with this season. It's basically a couple of new Pokemon as well as new Mega Evolutions, which in and of themselves is kind of exciting, but I think some players are really discussing some of the Dynamax content that's going to be coming with this season. But yeah, let's talk about it. This is definitely one of those seasons worth discussing because there might be a lot of exciting things that are kind of hiding within the details. The Twilight Trails season is going to be starting on September 8th at 10 o'clock a.m. and it's going to go until December 1st of this year until 10 o'clock a.m. local time. This season is going to be basically the fall season for Pokemon Go, and interestingly, it's only going to be lasting for 3 months. Now with this season, we're going to see the following Pokemon make its debut. We're going to be getting Maschiff, originally from the Paldea region, for the very first time, along with its evolved form, Mastiff. They did not announce any other Pokemon debut, but I'm sure we're going to get new Pokedex entries with this season. Now also making their Pokemon Go debut during this season is going to be Mega Chandelure as well as Mega Staraptor. And there was some hints that we would also be getting Mega Clefable, but for now they're announcing both of these Mega Evolutions making their debut. We are going to be probably getting Chandelure with the Halloween season, as it is a ghost-type Pokemon, but with Mega Staraptor we might get it sooner or later. Both of these Mega Evolutions will likely make a huge impact on the gameplay, and we'll talk more about them later. Now, when it comes to the Dynamax content, they're actually going to be making things quite interesting. These Pokemon are going to be making their Dynamax debut, starting with Dynamax Rhyhorn, and we're also going to be getting Dynamax Sneasel and Dynamax Sizzlipede, and then the Lake Trio. They're going to be available in max battles during this season. Now for this season, these are going to be the community days that we're going to get. On September 12th, we're going to get a Community Day Classic, and on October 10th, we're going to get October Community Day, presumably for Zorua, and then on November 21st, we're going to get November Community Day. And then when it comes to the Go Pass for this season, these are the legendary Pokemon you could get. They're going to be Kyogre, Groudon, as well as Latios. And with those Go Passes, these are the tier bonuses that you could get during this season. At rank 1, we're going to be able to get 1 guaranteed Candy XL whenever you trade Pokemon, and you're going to get an additional candy whenever you trade Pokemon. At tier 2, which is unlocked at rank 25, you're going to get an increased limit on opening gifts, as well as receiving gifts from Pokestops and Gym Photo Discs. At tier 3, which is unlocked at rank 50, you're going to get double the duration for the Daily Adventure Incense. That's actually a pretty good bonus. And then at tier 4, which is unlocked at rank 75, you're going to get increased experience in Stardust from hatching eggs. Alright, and next let's talk about the seasonal rotation, specifically when it comes to egg hatching. In 2km eggs, you're going to be able to get the baby Pokemon Elekid, Magby, as well as Azurill. And then in 5km eggs, you're going to be able to get Munchlax, Sizzlipede, as well as Fidough. And then from the Adventure Sync 5km egg, you're going to potentially get Tyrogue, Sableye, and Budew. And in 7km eggs, you could potentially get Galarian Meowth, Galarian Zigzagoon, as well as Galarian Stunfisk. And the 7km egg from Mateo could potentially give you Galarian Slowpoke, Hisuian Sneasel, as well as Galarian Corsola. And then finally, in 10km eggs, you could potentially get Tritini, Honedge, as well as Impidimp, and then the Adventure Sync 10km egg could potentially give you Bagon, Druddigon, as well as Drampa. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, they haven't announced much. This season is basically going to introduce some new Pokemon and new Mega Evolutions that we already know. Mega Chandelure is definitely an interesting one. I think that could potentially be a very powerful Mega Evolution, but I think the major highlight is going to be the Wild Area event, which is likely to happen sometime in November. And of course, we also have the Halloween festivities, which I know draws a lot of player excitement. I mean, it's going to be filled with a whole bunch of costume Pokemon. We're likely going to get some sort of new costume Pikachu of some sort, maybe a costume version of another Pokemon. But I think overall, it's just kind of bare bones. They haven't really shared much. I mean, in terms of events, they only announced 3 with this season. I know there's going to be a lot more, of course. But yeah, they haven't really shared a whole bunch. We haven't even seen anything regarding the Wild Area event. We don't even know if there's going to be a Wild Area event. But yeah, this season, as it currently stands, doesn't seem like much. But I still think there are a lot of nice things, even with what they announced. First and foremost, yeah, the new Mega Evolutions, Mega Chandelure and Mega Staraptor, they have been confirmed with this announcement. Mega Chandelure in particular, I think is going to be quite interesting. When it comes to Mega Evolutions, I don't necessarily know exactly where it stands. I don't know if it's going to be a solid fire type. At least when it comes to ghost types, I think it could hold the top spot. Right now, it's currently being held by, I believe, Mega Gengar. And that's kind of it. I mean, even Mega Gengar, it does have its weaknesses. It's a glass cannon. It's going to be weak against psychic types, which is probably the type of Pokemon you would want to bring in Mega Gengar. Mega Chandelure is going to be pretty top notch. And when it comes to fire types, there is a lot of competition, of course. Mega Blaziken is likely going to be number 1. Mega Delphox is going to be number 1 once that gets released. But Mega Chandelure, I still think could hold its own. But yeah, as a Mega Evolution, it's definitely going to be interesting. And then when it comes to Mega Staraptor, yeah, I don't necessarily know how impactful that will be. We already have Mega Rayquaza when it comes to flying types. It's by far the number 1 Mega Evolution for flying types. And yeah, Mega Staraptor might be a nice, I guess, like budget addition. Like if you don't have Mega Rayquaza, you could use Mega Staraptor. But there's not many raid bosses that are weak against flying types specifically. So yeah, in those cases, it's kind of a toss-up. But Mega Chandelure, that's definitely exciting. Now, in terms of the new Pokemon, we only know of one family, and that is, of course, Maschiff. There's a lot of rumors regarding other Pokemon that could make an appearance with this season. We do not have any official announcements for them yet, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't necessarily feel like there's a lot of exciting stuff with this season. The Dynamax content is kind of interesting. We're going to be getting the Lake Trio and Dynamax battles. We're going to be getting Rhyhorn, which I think could make, it could actually be relevant. It's kind of like, I guess, Beldum and all of those Pokemon where generally they're really good, but in max battles, maybe they have some uses. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else that caught my eye. All I know is that this is going to be the season where we are going to have some stellar events. We haven't seen any announcements regarding those events. I mean, like I said, we don't even know if there's going to be a Wild Area event. I mean, they already made an announcement, but I don't know. It's kind of weird that they haven't shared much with it. Usually with these seasonal announcements, they usually tie in like the major event with it. Maybe they're going to push it back and it's not going to be in this season. I don't know. But regardless, yeah, Wild Area event, that's probably the one thing we could look forward to. The Halloween festivities, that is of course going to be a huge one. But yeah, everything else with this season so far, nothing crazy. Nothing groundbreaking. But that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding this upcoming season down below. Is there something you are excited about? Are you looking forward to the Wild Area event and the Halloween event? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. If you want to support my channel, if you found this video to be helpful, make sure you hit the like button for this video. That's the best way to support my channel. And of course, hype up the video if you're watching on mobile, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. Also, take some time and check out the links in the description below. One of them is my Patreon page, and if you join my Patreon, you get a spot on my Pokemon GO friends list. So if you want to play Pokemon GO with me, do consider joining my Patreon. And there's also links to my other social media pages. I'm trying to build up my following for TikTok. Make sure you go and follow me there, and you'll get some bonus content as well. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you all later.